Howdy, partners. It's Rodeo Week in Tucson, Arizona, and we're going to do a theme shave just for you. Stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back to Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. Hope you're doing well today. Can you guess what our theme shave is going to be? Yes, like before the intro, it is Rodeo Week here in Tucson, and we have one of the oldest continuous rodeos, well, not continuous rodeos, but one of the oldest rodeos in the country, called Las Fiestas de los Vaqueros. It's been around for a long time. And then we also have the largest non-mechanized parade in the world. And it's the Tucson Rodeo Parade, which happens on Wednesday. I think you can actually stream it. And all of the transportation is done without any horsepower. Oh, well, without any mechanical horsepower. It's all with regular horses and so forth. So it's actually pretty cool. Okay, so here's a hint. The brush that we're using today is the Tucson by Grey Dog. It's actually got a Cholla spine cactus that came out of my out here on the ranch. And so that's a hint of what we're going to be using today. And this has got a badger knot in it the size of Texas. And we did switch. We're still in the middle of our Williams challenge, or I would be using the matching soap for this shave. But being the fact that we're on day 20 of captivity with Williams, we will be using it. Somebody had mentioned with Williams that they couldn't get enough water incorporated into Williams. I find that hard to believe, to be quite frank with you. I can get as much water as I need into this, and it does not break at all. And like I said, if Williams was the only soap on the planet, I would be happy to shave with it all the time, but thank God it's not. And we'll see how the feather blade does today. We're back to the Titleist of the Essence. And we've got that Feather Pro Guard blade in there that's been there. This is going on 20 days now. So we'll see how she acts. Yesterday, those of you that watched the video. Oh, and before we go any further, don't forget www.theshavingcadre.com. Like to have you come and see us. We'd certainly appreciate it. And then, as always, please click on the barber pole with the cowboy hat. That'll get you subscribed. And down here, ring the bell, and that'll get you notified of all new content. And we really want to thank you guys. We're at 904 right now, and we're getting there close to 1,000. So come and see us. And also, today's shave is brought to you by the Hombres Barbershop XL shaving device, pick, and toothpick. This is definitely cowboy size, and it's waterproof. So come see us. Anyways, so let's see how we do with the Titleist today. Smooth as ever. And I gotta say, I am impressed with how this blade's doing. I mentioned it yesterday. I did not think that this blade was going to be able to go the distance. But at this point, I think she just might, because she's actually smoother than she was in the Vector yesterday. And I have been flipping the blade. And then today, when I switched the blade out, I did clean the blade pretty thoroughly with alcohol and wiped it down as best I could. So see if that has it. So I took all the soap residue for the last 20 days off of it. But I am a BBS chaser, so whether I need it or not, just out of habit, I do 3 passes plus a cleanup. So basically 4 passes, whether I need it or not, to make sure that that the shaves are consistent. So in all essence, there's roughly 80 passes on this blade so far. So it's doing pretty good. Also, I want to give a shout out to Mike Schultz. He had made a comment on my video. Oh, I'm not sure which video it was, but it was a straight razor video. And he had was talking about my technique and how it looked like a gentleman by the name of Shementz, who I met on another forum a long time ago. And he's kindly widely known as one of the best techniques in straight razor shaving. And he's got a very famous video that was his 30th anniversary shave, and he had gotten a brand new 7-day set, and he did a shave. Well, and that was, it has to be 8-9 years ago now, I think. And I had not started straight razor shaving yet. And I happened to come across that video, and it quite frankly changed the direction of my shaving. And I watched it and spoke to him, and he kind of became my overall mentor for straight shaving. And long story short, Mike had indicated that my technique looked like him, and when I told him that that's who I patterned my straight shaving after, you know, and refined it and so forth, he gave me a very nice compliment that said, you know, looking at my technique side by side with Shementz was almost identical. And that was a great compliment, because as I said, when I looked at that video, he had been shaving for straight razor shaving for 30 years. So to be compared to that, that was pretty nice. So Mike, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't know if it had any overall effect by cleaning the blade and getting all the soap scum off of it, because it's such a minute level. But this blade is feeling wonderful. I mean, you can definitely tell that there's been some degradation, but it's still giving wonderfully smooth shaves. And of course, that's helped by obviously the slickness of Williams. Okay, let's see how we did. Yep, and the normal cleanup area, just in this, because I've got just the way the inherent whiskers grow. But the nice thing about this is the blade's still holding on with flat blading as well. There we go. Now, this is one thing that Chemenche did not do, was the flat blading, or flat plating as somebody has called it, but it works really well. All right. Great DS-BBS shave. Let's see. The real indicator is how the alum does, to see how the blade is degrading. Nothing. I mean, maybe just a little bit in the neck where I did my other passes, but other than that, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So let's get cleaned up here real quick, and we'll release what we're doing for the rest of the shave and where the Rodeo tribute came from. The brush was the hint. So again, the razor we used today was the Essence removable blade straight razor, or shavette if you want to call it that, but this is so much more than a shavette. Just a wonderful razor. If you haven't shaved with one, borrow one and try it. They're fantastic. The blade can be a little bit goofy as far as putting it in and putting out, but you get used to it. And it's got a Feather Pro Guard blade that's got 20 shaves on it now. The brush, again, was the Grey Dog Tucson with the Choya spine and the maple. And this has got a Maggard's super high density badger, and it's a monster. I mean, it's huge. Okay, we'll rinse off the alum. And like I said yesterday, with the type of using the same soap, you get to the point where you're using different combinations of things to try to get to a fragrance because the Williams is just a soapy neutral. So today, to match the various aftershave and EDTs I'll be using, we decided on Quinn's Lavender. Let that dry down for a second. And the aftershave and EDP, you know it, you love it, and we don't see a lot of love for it anymore. It went through a phase where everybody was using it all the time, and that's right. And for the Tucson Rodeo Week tribute, chiseled face, Ghost Town Barber. Just a lovely, lovely fragrance. It's just wonderful. It's a little bit sweeter than the other Western fragrance that I'm a little biased with because it's mine, and that's Ombres. But it's still a wonderful, wonderful fragrance. And for the talc today, we wanted to find a talc that kind of matched the leather and the sweetness of the aftershave, and we decided to go with Yardley Gold. Yeah, this is perfect for it. I wasn't sure because it does have a little bit of a citrus component in it. So I was worried that that was going to be a little bit of a problem. But it's perfect. Oh, wonderful. And for our EDP, once again, Ghost Town Barber. And I am running very low on this. So we're going to do a little bit of a addition that kind of sticks with the theme. And this is something that a friend of mine sent to me during a challenge shave. And this is by Demeter. And Demeter does really neat, wild combinations. And this is basically saguaro cactus. And it's got the greenery of the saguaro, but it's really more of a saguaro bloom. Because once a year, usually in the evening, they have a huge white flower because there's fruit on the saguaro that Native Americans and my wife and I, we actually go out and get the saguaro fruit. We also get the prickly pear fruit and make candies and sauces and stuff out of. But the flower blooms once a year, and it's usually at night, and that's what this fragrance is the saguaro bloom. So anyway, guys, that's it for a Tuesday shave, still in day 20 of captivity. We certainly appreciate you showing up, and as I said, we're getting close to 1,000. We'd like to thank you, but please come on over, check out the shavingcadre.com. We'd love to have you as a member. It's free to join. Lots of good guys. We are a non-moderated forum, just the owners, and then we have a bang-up concierge staff to help you because, you know, navigating a large forum can be a little overwhelming sometimes. Anyways, I'm Barber Dave. This has been Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Monday, not a Tuesday. That's tomorrow, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.